What is going on, boys and girls of YouTube? Today I wanted to bring you guys another top 5, but something a little bit different, something we haven't done, something that's going to help you guys in most game modes, pretty much. Basically, it's going to help you guys in most game modes. You're going to be able to apply these things throughout all levels of gameplay, and it's really just gonna make you better. If you pay attention to stuff, it's gonna make you better. So it's the top 5 reasons you guys are dying every day in all your matches, and really, if you can fix these things, you're not going to die as much. Number 1 on our list is going to be the fact that you guys think Chalk, Izanami, or Anubis is really good. If you're running around spamming these 3 gods, going into every stream asking why they aren't being played and why that person doesn't think they're good, and how you win every single match on that god, but your win rate is actually 20% and you got a 10% win rate on that specific god. See, Chalk players, you solo lane Chalk players, I'm talking to you. We all see you guys thinking you're good because you can push the lane for the first 3 levels, and all of a sudden you're dying left and right, you're worthless in the team fights. Yeah, I'm talking to you guys. Obviously, this might not apply to every single person in the game, but please, if you actually are spamming these gods, you're playing Loki on cooldown, you're playing that Anubis, you're spamming Izanami mid and ADC, it's so good. You are dying because these gods are not that good. Chalk late game team fight is horrible, and on top of, if you're not using your abilities properly, you are going to be out of position all the time. You're not sitting on a high mobility god. You're playing Izanami, your 3 takes forever to charge. There's like an 8-second window for someone to cancel your dash every time, and they know exactly where you are. You're invisible. Bullshit. They see right where you're going every time. Everyone with eyes can see that shit. And then, I mean, we're gonna go on Anubis. We're talking about Anubis, the god that literally stands still. Anti-AO full counters him, and he just dies. He stands still. Do you know how many gods absolutely Shrek Anubis when he's standing still from a distance that he can't do anything about? Raijin, Kukulkan, Ra, anyone, any jungler, all of them, they're all just gonna clap your cheeks. You're going to get destroyed. And don't get me started on Loki, man. Don't get me started on Loki. We're not even going to go into it. Loki players, just cut it now. Wait for the fucking rework. Just stop. So just get out of there. Get into the god pools that are good. Look at the top 5 lists that I've done. Look at Final K's top 5 lists. Look at the tier list that pro players are doing. Look at the gods that pro players are playing. Look at the gods that are doing well in Diamond Plus games and Masters games. I'm playing your gods. Please stop playing your gods. You will instantly improve your KDA right away. That's number 5 on the list. Number 4, you go for kills without knowing where the enemy is. I cannot stress this enough. You can't just run at somebody because you know you can kill them. If you're at ADC, you need to know where the support is. You can't just run at them. You're going to get played. You're going to get styled on. You need to know where the jungler is. You need to know if the mid is rotating. You need to know if the solo laner's been out of the lane for 10 minutes and on his way over to your lane, because that's how it works. Got 3 minutes in, the solo laner's proxying at your Phoenix, walking over to your side of the Phoenix. Watch and be aware of your surroundings. Know where everybody is. If you are a side lane, you need to know where they are if you want to make an aggressive play. If you're the mid laner, if you want to walk through the midway point of the map, you have to know where everybody is. Every single person. You want to go for a buff, you want to go for a fight, you want to kill somebody, you want to poke somebody. Have the information of either knowing where they are or knowing that if they are there, you can play around that, because in that sense, you know where they are. And if you're playing that style, you know that they are there. You think that they're there, so you're playing a style as if they're there, so they're there. If you play as if they're there, or if you just know where they are, your whole game will change if you have that information every time. Promise you, 100%. Number 3 on our list, you play a different role every single game. How the hell are you gonna get better and stop feeding your fucking brains out in your jungle role, in your mid role, as a support, not knowing where to rotate, if you don't play the role enough to actually learn it down to its core? You will feed in these games. It doesn't mean never play other roles and stop experimenting. It means play a role that you like and learn it and know it, and then you will get to a point where you won't feed and die all the fucking time. You won't die to every gank. You won't get outplayed by every single fucking mid laner. Raw snipes you from across the fucking lane. You won't get ganked by every jungler who actually knows how to path. Just play a role enough to learn it. Learn it from the YouTubers. Learn it from the fucking streamers. Learn it from the pro players. Learn it from me. I teach everything. Learn a role. Once you have that role that you like a lot, learn it, know it, front and back, know everything. Have 3 gods you want to play in that role, 3 gods you can play in that role fully. You know everything about them without having to second guess or think or overthink or try to plan too far ahead. Play role, learn it. You will stop dying as much as you are right now. Number 4 on the list, I think number 4, no, number 2. Team fight positioning. You all are feeding your brains out after the 12-minute mark. Oh my gosh, are you feeding your brains out after the 12-minute mark? It's because you have no idea what you're doing in a team fight. You have no clue. Learn it, understand it. Your role has a position and a style based around it. If you're a mid laner mage hunter, if you're an ADC mid hunter, stay near each other. Don't stand on top of each other. Stay within range of each other so you can help each other out. That jungler dives your mid laner and you're an ADC, you need to be in range to auto attack them the exact second it happens. You're the mid laner and the jungler jumps on your ADC right to the left or your right. Guess what? Hit him with a CC and then smack him with your 7,000 damage and you're going to be able to pump out. As a mid and ADC, you need to be within each other's range, to be within each other's vision, line of sight, and play around each other. Just never stack up so you don't get double comboed by every ability in the world by the solo laner and the jungler diving your asses. If you're the support, you're playing the midway point, trying to start the fight. But after starting the fight, getting your team in there, you're looking to peel. Peel is when you retreat back, play around your squishy targets, keep the enemy off of them by either hitting them with crowd control abilities, stuns, roots, silences, whatever you got, or giving them any amount of slows, any amount of your abilities that give them immunity or movement, like Geb Shield. Those things help. Actives from you as a support will help. If you are the ADC, we already talked about that. Once you guys get comfortable with that positioning, you'll be able to auto attack the front line a little bit more during that engagement from the support. The mage, same thing. You're gonna be able to poke a little bit off of it once you're comfortable being around your ADC. As a solo laner, 99.9% of the time you are looking to dive the squishies as well. You want to get on them. You do a lot of damage late game. I don't care what you solo laner say. You fucking do so much damage late game. You disrupt so easily and you take a very little damage. So you're diving the mages, you're diving the hunters. You're trying to avoid as much of their output damage that they're about to throw at you as you can if they throw anything at you. Otherwise, you're just going to kill them. If they're not hitting you, you're just smacking them. And you're going to be positioned kind of in the front line looking to get that blink off. Like right behind your support goes in, you're in on those fucking backline. That mage, that hunter. If you're the jungler, you're playing off to the side. You have wards in your pockets, which we're going to talk about in a second. You have wards in your pockets. You got counter wards. You have vision. You know where they are. You know your spot is counter warded. Nobody knows where you are. And you're blinking on them. It's a surprise fucking attack. You're blinking on that mage. You're blinking on that hunter. You're blinking on that person that's most out of position once their abilities are used on that solo laner. So the second your solo laner goes in, they're going to use an ability. 0.2 seconds after that, you are diving on that same target your solo laner's on. The person's going to insta-die. You're going to win the team fight. Congrats. You just learned how to team fight on every single god in 20 fucking seconds. It was easy peasy. Number 1 on the list, the main thing that nobody does. Every bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond, masters, GM player, none of them fucking do a ward. Just ward. Every time you back, after you have boots, once you get boots, every time you back, buy at least 1 fucking ward. After the 10-12 minute mark, buy 1 counter ward every time. If you're buying a ward, it should be at least a counter. If you're gonna buy 2, obviously buy a counter and a regular. Buy your wards. There are warding guides. I have a warding guide out. I'll make a new one just so you feel that it's fresh, even though it's the same shit. Use the warding guides. Offensive, aggressive wards are always going to be in your favor as well. It's not always about the defensive ward. If you're an ADC, warding your purple isn't going to fucking save you from a gank. It's already too late. If you're just now seeing them, ward aggressively. Ward their side of the map. Ward their purple. Ward their red. Ward the gold fury. Ward their mid camps. Take a second to just jump into the jungle as an ADC and throw deep wards down. Deep wards meaning their side of the map. If they're on their side of the map, and you have that vision, you know they're coming. You see them before they get anywhere near you, and then you can back off and play like a fucking bitch boy under your tower, or just hug the wall. If you're an ADC, always hug the left wall so that ward gives you enough time to get back to your base. Never be near the jungle. Solo laner, same shit. Ward aggressive, ward their blue, ward their back camps, ward their side of fire giant. That vision will help you. You can react before that gank comes in, especially if it's a Thor or a rat. Some Thanatos, some of the global ults with that big old sky fucking Bamalama. You'll see them coming. You'll see them walk over the ward. You'll be like, oh, fuck, I gotta back up in case they help me. Easy. If you're in the mid laner, ward their sides of mid camps. If you see the jungler path into the jungle and you're right through the fucking mid camps, running to your side of the jungle, you can't get ganked. You're gonna know they're coming. Use those wards if you're a jungler. Dude, ward the whole side of their jungle. Know when their speed spawns, know when their back camp spawns, knows when they're red, know when the red spawns, know when their back red spawns, the back camps by red spawn. Ward all that shit. If you know what side of the jungler is on, you know where you need to be, or you know what you can do. If you see the jungler at behind the red camps at their back camps, guess what? You know he can gank. You go to the hunter next, so you can play for the counter gank. I mean, you can lean towards that side of the map, wait for him to go in, counter gank, boom, get a double kill. Same thing for the solo. You see him do those back camps and head towards the solo lane, lean towards that side of the map, look for the counter gank. On the other side of it, if you're looking for a gank and you see the jungler's other side of the fucking map 300 hours away, boom, you got a free gank. You have nothing to worry about. Wards win games. Wards keep you alive. Wards improve your KDA. Wards improve your teammates KDA. They make the game so much easier. So if you do these 5 things, or you just recognize these 5 things, you will get so much better. These are the 5 reasons you guys die consistently all the time, every game, and you can improve in 5 fucking seconds. Hopefully this video helps you guys. Honestly, I've been thinking about it a lot. I think about the questions you guys ask, and these things all apply to every game. Even in your other games, your sieges and everything, the same stuff happens. Granted, it's a little bit different. You have a little bit different on the roles and positionings. It's the same shit. Same damn shit.